It has been at least that much. I think it's been 34 degrees Celsius.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
I shouldn't do this.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. You've always known me.
That's one of the few times a year I go.
I just know once. Rhonda and Christine.
Good morning.
Good morning.
And Happy New Year. It is a new day, almost a new year, and a chance to begin fresh and new. We welcome you today and hope that you will find in this place a loving and supportive religious community. My name is Annette Lovell, and I will be facilitating the Burning Bowl ceremony today. But let's get with our announcements first, get those out of the way, and hopefully more people show up during our announcements. First of all, if you are online, because we are holding a burning bowl today, please make sure you have paper, a candle, a plate, or a bowl handy at home so you can be a part of this ceremony, this cleansing ritual. We want everyone to be able to participate. During the actual burning of prayers, here in the sanctuary, we will be blanking out the screen for privacy. So if you're online, you're not going to see us, but also anyone here in the sanctuary. If that is a concern for you, especially, we want to make sure that that is mitigated and is not a problem. Let's see, joys and concerns will not be shared today. They will resume next Sunday. I did not get a chance to talk to Cindy.
Yes.
Friday,
No.
the 3rd, are we having women's group?
Okay, Friday the 3rd has been delayed. We are going to have a baby shower this month for
Siren, baby shower for Siren.
Siren, she has a new baby girl that's about a month old. In the coming days, I will send out an email to everyone on the list, giving the time Victoria will be hostessing. And at that time, I'll have a little list of things that she might like for the baby. Her family has just given a deluge of baby things, but of course there's always those diapers and whatnot. So look out for that, but I thought with New Year's coming and so many people traveling that we would just do that, and it'll be on like perhaps a Saturday afternoon instead of a Friday night.
Probably in January though?
In January.
Okay.
And not too far into the month, and that's all.
Okay, so January sometime, baby shower for Siren, no women's group this Friday. And I do not have any other announcements. So let's just take a moment to mingle, greet one another, and I will bring you back at the sound of the chime. Say good morning.
Well, we will again.
Hey, this sounds good. I think I'm wondering.
Hello, Ron. Good to see you. Good morning.
It's always nice to see you. Good morning. It's nice to see you.
Morning, Judy. No. Well, right now we are for 4 days. They went skiing here already. So they're coming back on Wednesday. Not too bad. Yep. Well, it's kind of, I was older and all that, but now last night it was in bed. Now she says, "Where's everybody? Have you home?"
Well, I have.
Well, sometimes she does. Yeah, but yeah, right. So sometimes the thing is, I get me. Yeah, no, she does. Yeah, she does. Yeah.
Hey, good morning. She changes the building.
Yeah, right.
So we want to begin our time of worship by slowing things down a little bit. Now that we have greeted and mingled, we'll settle in, we'll breathe, and I will ring the peace bowl 3 times, and then we'll go into our prayer. So the new year is upon us and offers the promise that we can leave behind that which no longer serves us and embrace the opportunity to begin fresh. With the darkness and dormancy of winter, this can be a quiet time and can compel us to look inward towards our core, to give us the chance to release unwanted conditions in our life and make room for new beginnings. So our chalice lighting this morning is from the UUA Global Chalice Lighting for December. says, we honor the times of darkness that we descend into, whether of season or soul. May we find time of quiet reflection and of joyous celebration. We bring stories, traditions, and rituals with us from our diverse lives. We are people of faith with many beliefs. We fill the darkness with light of many faiths. These lights warm us, illuminate the night, and become symbols of hope for the future. We celebrate the lights that are kindled in the darkness. We pause in the darkness to celebrate the light within all our traditions. We come together to rejoice with each other as family, friends, and community. It is in bringing light to the darkness we are united and find companionship. May the light we share be with us in these days of darkness. May the candles we burn remind us that we are not alone. May they illuminate our way back into the light and warm our hearts with hope for tomorrow and gratefulness for today. Please rise as you are comfortable and able. Our opening hymn is page 128, For All That Is Our Life. Jessica is recorded, so we will just sing along with her.
For all that is our life, we sing our thanks and praise. For all life is a gift which we are called to use to build the common good and make our own days glad. For needs which others serve, for services we give, for work and meets rewards, for hours of rest and love, we come with praise and thanks. For all that is our life, for sorrow we must bear, for failures, pain, and loss, for each new thing we learn, for fearful hours that pass, we come with praise and thanks. For all that is our life, for all that is our life, we sing our thanks and praise. For all life is a gift which we are called to use to build the common good and make our own days glad.
I'd like to begin our burning bowl ceremony with a responsive reading about forgiveness. It is printed in your order of service. I will read the lines marked 1, and you, the congregation, will respond with the lines many. It may be the hardest thing we will ever do.
Caught up in our self-righteousness, owning our pain.
The one who offended may not deserve forgiveness.
And we are not obliged to offer it.
Why then should we forgive?
Because we all
Because we all miss the mark.
Because we can deepen our souls if we forgive.
Because restoring even one relationship heals many hearts.
Because we really forgive ourselves.
Because drawing closer one another builds our communities.
Because the alternative is endless bitterness.
Because the world we seek to create is a world filled with forgiveness.
Because we need not remain caught up in our self-righteousness and pain.
It may be the hardest thing we will ever do. Let us all take that first step now. Many people and churches hold a burning bowl ceremony near the new year. This ceremony is meant to provide a contemplative time to select ideas, thoughts, and habits that no longer serve one's highest good. This ceremony creates space in consciousness to be filled with positive thoughts, thoughts born from a higher consciousness. Through meditation and contemplation, these thoughts are revealed and are written on paper, and then the paper is burned as a symbol of release. Fire is frequently used at the beginning of the new year because it is cleansing and transformative. Fire destroys and fire purifies. As the American Indians have always used smoke as a symbol of their thoughts and prayers going up to the Great Spirit, in this ceremony, everything is going up into spirit. We are to be awakened to more and more of our spiritual nature, awakened to the divine within each of us. And Lander said, some people believe holding on and hanging in there are signs of great strength. However, there are times when it takes much more strength to know when to let go and then to do it. So let's think about the past year. What do you need to let go of? What do you need to acknowledge at a very deep mind, body, and spirit level? What in your lifestyle no longer fits? Do you have specific people or routines that you've known forever, but they no longer align with your values? Cherish these memories, but find yourself letting go and moving on. It will feel awkward at first, but the healing will happen, and you will feel better for making the change. Are you unhappy in a current circumstance? How can it be made better? Have your goals or your needs changed? Is fear holding you back from doing something you really need to do? Let go of the grudges still hurting you. Let go of the weight of anger blocking your blessings. Holding on is like believing that there is only a past, and letting go and moving on is knowing in your heart that there is a bright future ahead, a better way of living. So this morning I'd like to share 8 healthy ways that you can let go and move on. Number 1, accept the truth and be thankful. To let go is to be thankful for the experiences that made you laugh, made you cry, helped you learn and grow. It's the acceptance of everything you have, everything you once had, and the possibilities that lie ahead. It's all about finding the strength to embrace life's changes, to trust your intuition, to learn as you go, to realize that every experience has value, and to continue taking positive steps forward. Number 2, distance yourself for a while. Sometimes you need to take several steps back in order to gain clarity on the situation. The best way to do this is simply take a break. Explore something else for a while. Why? So that you can return where you started and maybe see things out with new eyes. And the people there may see you differently too. Returning where you started is entirely different than never leaving. 3, focus only on what can be changed. Realize that not everything in life is meant to be modified or perfectly understood. Live, let go, learn what you can, and don't waste energy worrying about the things you can't change. Focus exclusively on what you can change. And if you can't change something you don't like, maybe change the way you think about it. Review your opinions and then maybe reframe what you don't like into a starting point for achieving something different, hopefully something better. 4, claim ownership and full control of your life. No one else is responsible for you. You are in full control of your life so long as you claim it and own it. Through the grapevine, you may have learned that you should blame your parents, your teachers, your mentors, the education system, the government, your spouse, but never yourself, right? That's wrong. That is what the world is teaching us, that it's never your fault, but it is always your fault. Because if you want to change, you will change it. If you want to let go and move on with your life, you are the only person who can make it happen. That's it. 5, focus inward. It's important to make a difference in the world. Yes, it is important to help people, but you have to start with yourself. If you're looking outside of yourself to find how you fit or how you can create an impact, stop and look inside yourself first. Review who you already are, the lifestyle you're currently living, what makes you feel alive. Then nurture these things and make positive adjustments until your current life can no longer contain them, forcing you to grow outward and move beyond your current circumstances. 6, change the people around you. Some people come into your life just to strengthen you so that you can move on without them. They are supposed to be part of your memory, not your destiny. The bottom line is that when you have to start compromising your happiness and your potential for the people around you, maybe it's time to change the people around you. It's time to join local meetups, attend conferences, network online, find somehow a more supportive tribe that aligns with you and your goals. 7, take a chance. When life sets you up with a challenge, there's a reason for it. It's meant to test your courage and your willingness to make a change and take a chance on something new. There is no point in denying that things are different or being fearful of the next step. Oh, it's so hard to get to that point, I realize. The challenge will not wait, even if you hesitate. Life only moves in one direction, and that's forward. This challenge is your chance to let go of the old and make way for the new. Your destiny awaits those decisions. 8, lastly, focus on today. You can decide right now that negative experiences from your past will not predict your future. Figure out what the next positive step is, no matter how small or difficult, and take it. Ultimately, the only thing you can ever really do is to keep moving forward. Take that leap without hesitation, without looking back. Simply leave the past in the past, look straight ahead, and forge towards the future. Accept the truth and be thankful. It's a lot of things, I realize. But if we can just do even one or two of them, we'll be better ahead. So people have always known that fire was special. Long, long ago, before people made matches or candles or even houses, people knew that fire was special. There was the great fire in the sky, the sun, which made the earth warm, made night into day, and there were the smaller fires that people made, fires that cooked their food, kept them warm, brought them light. People honored the fires because fire was special. Fire was more than human. Fire has power. It can bring light, it can burn, it can create, and it can destroy. Fire can be wonderful and fire can be terrible. And so many people treat fire as something sacred and holy. No matter what they believe, people all over the world gave fire a special place in their religions. They had fires in their homes, of course, but they also had sacred fires in their temples. They set sacred lamps on their altars. They lit sacred bonfires in the groves and on the hilltops. They placed sacred torches near the graves of those who died. We still do this today in Washington, D.C., near the tomb of the unknown soldier. We have an eternal flame that never goes out. In churches at Christmas time, many Christians light candles on an Advent wreath. And during the 8 days of Hanukkah, Jews light the 8 candles of a menorah. At Diwali, Hindus set small lamps all around the house. And when Unitarian Universalists gather, we light a chalice. This is our sacred fire. So at this time, I ask you to take several deep breaths and let go of all the busyness it took to get to the service today. Let go of what you need to do later. Let yourself focus and be present for the ceremony in this moment. This is a wonderful opportunity to let go, create the new, and put full power into your thoughts. Let us use this sacred fire to feed all of our senses and experience a transformation. So you should each have a slip of paper for your release statement in your order of service. Check, make sure you do, make sure you have a pen handy. If not, I have extras. Take this time to open your heart, look inside, decide what you want to leave behind. Look at your old patterns, your beliefs, your emotions, or anything that impedes you from realizing your true self. This will be your giveaway prayer. I will give you, does anyone need a slip? Everyone good? I will give you some time to reflect on this. I want you to write on your paper provided your thoughts. If you need to use the front and the back, do so. It's flash paper. It is a little hard to write on, but it does write. I will play some music, and we will just sit in contemplation as you write your thoughts.
it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine.